We have here a 2025 Nissan Armada SV, and this one is $59,000, and that's actually one of the cheaper ones because I've seen these top out at 85,000, if you can believe that. I saw one of these easily top out over $80,000 when I was in Pensacola. So I'm back in Central Florida now, so we're gonna visit these dealerships and compare prices. But yeah, these do overlap. Here's a Pro 4X. We'll check out the price of this. These Armadas do overlap with Infinity in terms of price because I had a commenter saying that, you know, Nissan has Infinity, so there's no reason for them to price these Armadas super high because that's what Infinity is for. But they're wrong. Okay, these do. All right, here we go. Here's a perfect example right here. Okay, this 2025 Armada Pro 4X with intelligent four-wheel drive, there you have it, over 80 grand. So no one on planet Earth is going to tell me that's not Infinity territory. Okay, over 80 grand, definitely Infinity territory for a non-luxury badge. Okay, you're getting the Nissan badge, not the Infinity badge. I understand this is the Pro 4X, but still, over 80 grand for an Armada. And like I said, I actually saw one of these go up to 85,000. So when it's all said and done, you're gonna be pushing about $90,000 for a Nissan Armada. So you guys, let me know what you think about that price. Could you justify over 80 grand for a Nissan Armada? I mean, I like the fact that it's a real SUV. Okay, it's not a little crossover or anything like that. It's a real SUV. I'm sure they're pretty tough and durable, but still, Infinity's struggling, Nissan's struggling. So we'll see what happens with that. But they got the balls to make you pay over 80 grand for their full size SUV. Okay, so we have a 2025 Pathfinder SL two-wheel drive, and this one is 52,000 and some change. So we have these new Pathfinders on the lot, and I just looked at a few of them, and these are going for about anywhere between 44 and $53,000. Okay, I looked at an SV, and the SV was pushing $50,000. And here we have the Muranos. Now, a lot of people are on the fence with the Muranos. I guess it's either a love it or hate it design. Last time I made a Nissan video, I say about 75% of people did not like the way this new SUV looked. They liked the previous generation better. And they don't like the fact that Nissan decided to get rid of the V6. Well, at least they got rid of the CVT. So that's a good thing. They got rid of the CVT and, they decided to give us a 9-speed automatic. So yeah, we got a real transmission. They got rid of that crappy CVT, but at the same time, they got rid of the V6. Everybody loved the V6. Not too many people are a fan of the four-cylinder, but these did get a price hike. Okay, these are pretty pricey. These are pretty much. I mean, you can pretty much say these are more expensive than the Pathfinders. Okay, because when I was in Pensacola, these were. Let's see how much this one is. All right, this one's $49,000. Yeah, when I was in Pensacola at that dealership, you couldn't get one of these under $50,000. Okay, this one right here is 53,000, and this is a 2025 Murano SL all-wheel drive, and again over $50,000. So you guys, let me know what you think about that price. Can you justify over 50 grand for a Murano? And again, a lot of people are on the fence about the design of this. And as I mentioned, the designers did take styling cues from the Z32 Nissan 300ZX. I mean, if you squint hard enough, you can kind of see it. Okay, you can kind of see it, mainly right here with the headlights and the front end treatment. Okay, that's where they took design inspiration from. And they're kind of doing that with a lot of their cars. They're trying to take design cues from older vehicles. Okay, but a lot of people just don't think it works on this Murano. I appreciate them for trying to do something different. I mean, I think it looks okay, but it just doesn't sit well with a lot of people. Now, depending on your area, you might see a lot of these on the road, but here in my area in Central Florida, I have yet to see a redesigned Murano on the road. Okay, so it depends on where you live, but I'm always driving, I'm always here and there. I be all over the place, but I have yet to see one of these on the road. All right, so we have a 2025 Murano Platinum all-wheel drive, and this one is 56,000 and some change. All right, so I just spoke with that gentleman right there. Okay, and he pretty much said he confirmed what I've been telling you guys. These are sitting on the lot. A lot of people come to the dealership and they get sticker shock. Okay, those were his exact words. People will come to the Nissan dealership. They'll check out these prices, the same prices I'm showing you guys, and they'll get sticker shock. Okay, because like this one right here is pushing $60,000. Okay, that one over there pushing $60,000, and he even commented on the Armada that I showed you, over $80,000. So people will come here looking for one of these SUVs. They'll get sticker shock and they'll go somewhere else like Hyundai or something like that. He even confirmed, okay, same thing I said, that pretty much they're in Infinity territory with their prices. So they're overlapping ever so slightly with Infinity. He said that the Rogues are selling. Okay, so if anything's selling, it's the Altima, the Versa, and the Rogue. How ironic, because they're talking about getting rid of the Altima. But he commented that the Altima, despite them wanting to get rid of it, the Altima is one of their best sellers. Okay, so pretty much, if anything, the Rogue is number one and the Altima is number two, and then everything else comes after that. Okay, the Versa, I think pretty much the Versa is on par with the Altima in terms of sales, and then of course the kicks and all that, but the Altima is a strong seller, not just for fleet sales either. Okay, people come in looking for an affordable sedan with plenty of room, and they'll pick up an Altima. Okay, so that information is straight from one of the salesmen. And again, I'm not sure why they want to get rid of the Altima, because it is a strong seller. Every car salesman I speak to, okay, every Nissan car salesman always confirm that the Altima is one of their better selling models. So the gentleman I spoke to, he also said that Nissan wants to bring back the Maxima, not as an EV as they had wanted to, but if they bring the Maxima back, it's going to be a hybrid. And I also heard the same thing from several credible sources that Nissan wants to bring back the Maxima. So we just got to sit and see what happens. Um, Here's the kicks. Let's check this out. Not a bad looking little SUV. All right, I actually like the way it looked, but last time I was in Pensacola and I visited the Nissan dealership, a lot of you guys did not agree with the price. Okay, a lot of you guys said that this should not be 32, 33, $34,000. This should be more like 25 or $26,000. And hey, I agree. I agree fully. All right, so here we have a 2025 Nissan Kicks SV all-wheel drive CVT, and this one is 32. Okay, so again, a lot of you guys disagree with the price. You say this, if anything, should be sub 30K. Okay, a sub 30K SUV. This one's 34. And the salesman also said, which we already know, this is across the board. Okay, car prices are up across the board. Okay, so I'm not just picking on Nissan. It's everywhere you go. Car prices are up, and a lot of people are getting sticker shock. Okay, he confirmed it. All right, so this one's also 32,000. He said within the last 6 days they only sold one Murano within the last 6 days. All right, this one's 29,000. That's more like it. These should be around that price. Granted, it's a lesser model, but I'm just saying as far as the size of this, a smaller SUV. Let's check these out. These are the Versas, and we got some Altimas down there too. The last dealership I was at, last Nissan dealership, they only had one Altima on the lot, because when I spoke to that gentleman at that particular dealership, he told me that they could not keep Altimas on the lot because people come in and snatch them up quick. Like, here's another Versa. Okay, $25,000 for a 2025 Versa SV. People want cheap cars, just like this. People want affordable cars, affordable sedans. Here's the Sentra. This is getting a redesign. It should be out within a few months. Okay, they're going to show it within the next few months. But the Sentra's not going anywhere because this is a strong seller too. All right, $27,000, 2.0 SV CVT. I forgot to ask him about the Sentra, how well the Sentra is selling, but I mean, there's really no need to ask him because everywhere I go, I see Sentras. Everyone has a Sentra around here in Central Florida. Okay, everyone has an Altima too. Don't get me wrong, everyone has Altimas around here, but the Sentras, I mean, I really didn't need to ask him because they're that good of a selling car. You see them everywhere you go. I'm sure everywhere you guys go in your area, you see Sentras. Okay, we have a 2.0 SV CBT, $31,000. Okay, but the interior is nice. I like the interior. Let's see what they do with the redesign the model. It's locked. I can't show you the inside, but it does have an attractive interior considering the fact that this is just a compact sedan. And here's an Altima. Yeah, the Altima's on the chopping block. Do I agree with that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because they do sell. Okay, and there's no denying that. So we have a 2025 Altima 2.5S front wheel drive sedan, $29,000. Now, I mentioned this in the past. If I was deciding between an Altima and a Sentra, I love the way the Sentra looked, don't get me wrong, but I'll just take the Altima. Yeah, because it's bigger, got more room. I like the way that looked too, but I'll just get this. I'm sorry, I would just get the Altima. Yeah, I think overall it's just a better value. So I'm guessing they're gonna push the next generation Sentra further up market, make it larger, and pretty much fill in for the Altima. And maybe they'll bring the Altima back at some point. I don't know, but from what everyone tells me, these do sell very well. But for whatever reason, they're getting rid of it. It's kind of like they're trying to force you into an SUV. It's like if they take away all the sedan options, someone that would consider this would pretty much be forced into an SUV. All right, this one's $29,000. So this is a Sentra, by the way. This is not an Altima. This is a Sentra. So yeah, that's what they're trying to do. That's what it seems like anyway. Because they take away the mid-size option. They took away the Maxima. They're saying they want to bring it back, but we don't know. But they take away the mid-size sedan. Pretty much, you're not going to sell it for a Versa because it's too small, and you're probably not going to get a Sentra either. A compact sedan if you want a mid-size sedan. So your only options left after that is a mid-size crossover, something like that. So that's pretty much what they're doing. It seems like that's what they're doing because they can charge you more money for a crossover. I could be wrong, but that's the most logical explanation I can come up with. All right, so you guys let me know what you think. This dealership is about to close in a few minutes, so I'm gonna head out. But I will be making more of these dealership walk around videos. But you guys let me know what you think about the Murano. Let me know what you think about that $80,000 Armada. Do you think that price is justifiable, or do you think they're overlapping too much with Infinity? Can't wait to hear you guys' comments, and I'll catch you on the next video.